and then the second variable will be covered by Victor and Hector, and then the third one by me and Sam.
Okay, so I would like to start number one. Since you know that we are looking for another 3PL and we already have worked with you, we were wondering, we like a lot working with you, but you have like high tariffs, high prices that we are normally used to pay with the other company like Tarrell. We were wondering if we could get a 10% discount for beginning in negotiations to get back in business. Maybe we can apologize them, but we would like to know what you think about getting again in business.
Regarding the fees of when we worked together previously, it's 4 times the inflation comparing to the last time.
4 times inflation.
Yeah, this is justified by the current crisis in Venezuela because the Bolivar has hyperinflated in the last years, so that takes into account our costs of the country.
Well, we also have to take account all of our costs. We were wondering, we would like to work with you again because we have history, but you are not the only 3PL we can choose. We have many other options that have also lower prices. We know how to run business with you. That's why we were wondering about maybe the 10% discount in your like tariffs, your normal prices.
You know that the military and the government has full control of the imports, so you need the contacts to actually import products.
Yeah, but we don't actually know why you have your power or your safety with the government. We don't know if that can like malfunction after we start business. We want to be with you because we have already worked with you.
Other businesses, and we want to trade with you because the history that we have, but we could go to another place to trade.
For instance, we have another company, maybe you know it, it's called Aerocap. Also have operations in Venezuela and many South American countries. We also have making some negotiations with them, and they have made us
through all the crisis in Venezuela, we know the director of operations has shown a good relationship with the military, so we have the actual evidence to support our claims that we don't have any problem. And you know, as your previous loss was between the black market, the only ones that can confront the black market are the military, which we have the contacts for. So I think it will be a good advantage to have us as your logistics party, as opposed to another company, because we have shown the actual.
I agree with you. That's why we are trying to have an arrangement here, but your tariffs are like very high for us.
Yeah.
We think you can like be a little bit more gentle, like kind with us, and maybe put your inflation at 2 times rate. It's fair enough because, well, we were not counting with that.
Taking into consideration that Venezuela's economy is really unstable, would you be willing to come to 2.5?
Also, we understand you have your military and everything, but like we don't know if you like bribe them or something. We don't know if
Yes,
that kind of stuff is.
Those are actually
legal,
claims without.
or if it's like going to assure us we are going to have a good long-term business without any complications. We are like making a risk here, so we hope you also try to help us to finish this.
Going back with you, it's also a risk for us.
Our offer at four times, and our offer at two inflations, 2 times inflation.
Yeah, because our goal is to have obviously 0 inflation rate, but we are willing to have an agreement to go until 2, and maybe you can also lower your standards to 2.5.
I think let's do an average. You asked for 2, we asked for 4. Let's do 3. think it's
It's not an average. I'm good. I don't think it's an average. I think 2.5 it's an average because it's more close to your offer than yours, and we want at least we want 0 times, but we want to reach an agreement with you, and I think 2.5 it will be a good agreement.
Yeah. We know it's impossible. Neither you or me.
let's go for 2.8.
That's the average.
2.7 is fine.
2.7. It's good for everyone.
2.7. It's our last.
2.7.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, okay, 2.7, great.
Beautiful.
Because we think that it's easier for you to receive payments in bolivars, which is your local money, and it's easier for us to also pay you in bolivars. So what do you think about that?
Well, I think that we need our opening offer is we need the 70% of USA in dollars and the other 30 in bolivars, because you know that the bolivar, we know that is our local money, but you know that the devaluation of the bolivar is very bad, and we are very need the dollars, US dollars.
Maybe less.
No, we want to have the 70% in dollars and the 30% in bolivars.
We can't do numbers so high in dollars because if the bolivar coin goes to a very bad situation, that's a huge percentage risk for us in the conversion to dollars. So
Yeah, of course, but it's also a risk for us.
Yeah,
That's why we want it in dollars.
you must understand that we need to pay.
but we understand.
Yeah, we have the same issue, so like it cannot be 90 for you and 10 for us. It's too much risk for us.
We always have to have a 15 and 15. $15 and 15 bolivars.
Okay, 16, 15. Do you think? What do you think about 50 and 50? I mean, we share the risk.
Yeah,
And if you want
it's
like a long-term
50 and 50
relationship,
for risk.
Yeah, because if someone has a better or less percentage, you could be either paying more or paying less, and we could be receiving more or receiving less.
Yeah.
So making 50-50 gives us a neutral ground for each one.
because if we agree on something that is risky for one of us, in the long term, it will be like a bad relationship.
But I think only 10% of your expenses are for logistics. So I think the fair point is 90% in bolivars and 10% in
Normal products for normal life for normal Venezuelan people, like not like having like business there, like we can always don't ship to Venezuela.
30% in dollar.
Yeah,
30%.
30%.
What do
I
you
think
think?
that is very
Because
risky.
we need to cover our logistic.
Yeah, and
everything.
other things.
And a bit more security.
For more security to assure you
Yeah.
that your imports are not going to be lost.
Yeah, we think that about inflation we were also kind of gentle. What about that 20%?
We cannot accept
3% dollars.
30% in dollars.
30%.
We are offering 10% of your logistic and another 10% for like a safe margin for you. Like it's twice the logistic price.
Yes, but we also need to pay like machinery maintenance is in dollars and a lot of other things are in dollars.
But that's
not just
10% of your expenses.
Oh no, it's more. Like we could be doing 15 or 20%.
What do you want about 25%? I think that is very reasonable.
Okay, we can
Okay,
be
we
happy
can
with
do
25.
25.
Yeah, 65% in advance payment, and when the product is delivered, the rest.
Okay. Our opening offer was to have a 90 days payment term because P&G is a huge company and we produce a lot and our accounts receivables are huge numbers, so we would like to start with 90 days payment term. Many companies, big companies like P&G, delay their payments on purpose because we want to slow down our accounts payables, and that allows us to have bigger amounts of cash on hand, which leads to bigger profits. So it's more beneficial to us if we delay the payments to you.
Okay, what about 65 in a down payment, and then you have 3 months to pay the other 35%, but with 10% interest.
What do you mean with the 10% interest?
Yes.
But how do you think of 50-50? If we pay you 50% in advance, and then we have 90 days payment term for 50%.
With interest?
No, no interest.
There's if you want credit, you need
It's
interest.
not credit.
Yes, if a product or service is delivered before the full payment, credit is being created.
We are not like doing an actual transaction about buying or selling a product. It's more like a service.
It's a service.
Yeah, like
And also we have a concession with a warehouse located within the port and your distribution center.
for all 3PLs that is not like an extra feature. It's,
Well, we need to take the cost. It's not like an extra.
yeah,
It's what
but
need
we are
to-
paying for that service. That service includes everything that what 3PLs do. It is not like an extra thing you have. Yeah, you have to also work with us.
I think you can't ask for credit because it is a money by contract. You
Yeah,
are
it's not-
assuming any risk that we will not pay, and if we don't pay, the contract has
It's consequences.
consequences. So there's no need to ask for.
50 down payment and 50 in 3 months.
Okay.
Presentation for the next class.
Yeah.
Tienes que firmar también la firma.
Okay.